But let's have a more in-depth look at some of the better performers and the top point scorers from this week, starting off with the goalkeepers. We've got Lossell, Lloris and Forster getting 9, 7 and 7 respectively. Lloris is someone I could always see getting a clean sheet or two this season. He's been one of the better goalkeepers in the league. I did see Newcastle doing something, of course. The red card to Shelvey removed that, but Newcastle still looks pretty good going forward. Atsu causing problems, Gale looking lively, Richie as well, so there's still hope for them yet. Lossell in the goal though at Huddersfield getting 9 points as their 3-0 win. Really set home a sort of thing to say, we aren't here just to make up the numbers, we are here to make sure we do everything in course to get the survival that we also crave. We've also got Ben Foster, West Brom, getting 7 points, of course, and you can see that coming. He's a good goalkeeper. Relatively solid teams, but overshadowed by someone we're going to go on to in the defence in a second. And of all the goalkeepers, we had a lot of clean sheets. Has 8 clean sheets this game week. I've chosen Fraser Forster in there because he's got 6 points. Southampton looks solid at the back. I feel like the games they've got coming up could be a lot more clean sheets where that came from. Maybe even doubling up on the defenders. Even this point in the season could be good. Maybe Cedric and Bertrand looking really good in there for me. Moving on to the defence, you've got Hegazi, 4.6 million now, 15 points, Davies at 14 points, Zanka of Huddersfield at 10 points, Fernandez at 9, Bertrand at 8 and Otamendi at 8. Starting off with Hegazi, massive risk people took on bringing him in, and it's reaped rewards. I don't think anyone expected him to score, but people that put him in there just for the short term game whilst Evans and Macaulay were out, well, 15 points. Laughing their heads off, and he is one of the top point scorers this game. In fact, he is the highest point scorer of game week 1. Sets it in a bit. Just 1 point behind him was Ben Davies, who had a really good game week, got a clean sheet. Unfortunately, a yellow card, which meant he couldn't go level with Hegazi, but picks up a good goal as well for Tottenham as they ran out 2-0 winners against a 10-man Newcastle side. Of course, Zanka as well, 10 points. An assist for him in their 3-0 win over Palace. Also had Fernandez getting 9 as Swansea drew 0-0 with Southampton. Bertrand on 8, Otamendi on 8 as well. They all look really good. And I think generally some good defenders out there for the start of the season for once. Moving on to midfielders, we start off with another Spurs player in there at the top, and it's not Dele Alli. And of course, Kane didn't score, he blanked. It's Christian Eriksen. The last minute, I changed Ali to Eriksen, paid off, 12 points for him in this game week, 2 assists, looked really good, and I feel like he's only going to improve this season. Got a massive amount of assists last season, only going to improve that this season, I said. 2 started already. So good start for him. He also had Salah on his debut, 11 points. He also got Mkhitaryan on 11 points. I touted him last week. We've also got Xhaka on 10, Martial on 10, Doucouré on 9. Some good picks in there. Xhaka, of course, 5.6 now. So some really good choices for you to keep your eyes on. Finally, in the attack, we saw some big point scorers, which at some points last season, we barely had enough to have 6 goal-scoring attackers. Really was poor. But we had Vokes on 13, Vardy on 13, and Lukaku on 13, all grabbing 2 goals in their games. Mooney also grabbed 2, and he got 12. You also had Firmino, who grabbed 12 for his goal and assist in the Liverpool game, and Morata on 10, instant impact from the bench. Vokes, though, you got a question, it was against a 10-man / 9-man Chelsea side, though. All the goals I'm pretty sure were scored when they had 10 men. Vardy got 13 against a weakened Arsenal defence, but still, I think it's going to be big for those big games for this season for Leicester. You also got Lukaku, £11.5 million, gets you 13 points and a consistent goal scorer. Hopefully for Man United this season, he looks good in that game. Mooney, of course, a surprise package, but doing bits as Huddersfield would expect. Basically, you've brought him in. Sure, they would have seen that coming. Firmino also grabbed 12. Morata maybe putting his head in his bet, saying, you know what, you may not say I'm ready, but I think I'm ready to get this team rolling. Grabbed himself a goal and assist this game week and looks really good off the bench. But let's have a look at more in-depth knowledge of these players and how they did. Starting off with Hegazi of West Brom, cost you 4.6 now, as he's gone up already on the first risers along with Xhaka. 15 points he got you, selected by 7.2% of people as of recording this video. Played 1 game, of course, 15 points, a goal, 3 bonus points and a clean sheet. Not much more you could say. There is one concern, obviously, he's only short term, although with more performances like that he could be more long term, but I do see him coming out of the team when Evans and Macaulay are both fit, unfortunately. You also have Ben Davies at Tottenham, who had a really good first game week as well, along with Kurtyoy. He got himself a goal, 2 bonus points and a clean sheet. The only difference is he got booked, so he's 1 point less on 14 points. And again, he's another person where the long-term future of him you don't know about. Had a really good start, but Danny Rose is still at the club. Didn't really do himself any favours with some of the comments he made recently. He could still be sold. If he does stay, you'd expect him, Davis to lose out to Rose. For now, Davis has got the first team spot. If he's already in your teams, I'd say you're more than welcome to keep him there, because I think he's going to score big. Keeping with the theme of Spurs, we've got Christian Eriksen on 12 points. A really good game week, assisted both of the goals for Ali and for Davis, and I think that's only the start of things to come. Eriksen looks really good, and in a game where just it didn't happen for Kane, chance after chance after chance, he could be the person to match. Now, granted, they have Chelsea next, but cast your minds back. I think the best player from both the games against Chelsea last season was Christian Eriksen. So if anyone's going to perform and get the massive goals they need or assists they need in this game for Tottenham, Christian Eriksen is probably going to be the man to do it. Mohamed Salah is also another one we need to take a closer look at for Liverpool. Gave himself 11 points, selected by 26% of people. Just the one game played, obviously has. So everyone has a game week 1. Got himself 11 points with 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 bonus point. Of course, not the clean sheet there. He showed attacking potential, of course. He got the assist for a penalty, got a tap in. That is worth noting that it was only an assist for a penalty and a tap in, but good movement. Looked sharp during the game. Looked to be causing problems just with the runs. So I feel like him, all the players around him, could be really good to have in your team. I'm taking a lot of looks at Mkhitaryan this game week, and of course he's back here again. Gave himself 11 points, 2 assists. Which is something that I could see happening. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure I did say Mkhitaryan last game week. Gave himself 2 bonus points as well. Of course, the clean sheet. Grabbed himself up to a nice, sturdy 11 points. If he's in your team, he's brilliant. Long-term potential could be brilliant. He looks in fine form. Not Mkhitaryan of last season, who's already doubled his amount of assists from last season, and he could be a really good bet for bringing into your teams. And finally, the attacker we're going to be looking at is Stevie Mooney. Huddersfield man, £6 million, grabbed himself 12 points last season. 12 points this game week. 2.2% of people have selected him in their teams. Now, that is a fantastic amount, because if you bring him in now, or he's already in your teams, he could be set to rise dramatically. Whereas Lukaku is selected by just over 50% of people now. Mooney, 2.2% of people. You've got to look at it and think, well, push it forward, and he's going to get the points, price rise even more if he continues to score. And look at Huddersfield's fixtures; it's going to be really good. He looked good and sharp in the last game against Palace. I think the world is his oyster, and he could be set to score quite a few goals this season.